Alrighty, welcome back to Chapter 1 of this Let's Play. I'd say this is where things get started, but we're still in tutorial land, but oh well, no time like the present. So every chapter we're going to start out with a little brief summary of a retelling of where we're at in the story. So here's just letting us know that we met up with this kooky little gal named Lynn, who may or may not have just murdered some people on our behalf. And we're heading out with her. She's a good old trustworthy person, I'd say. I don't know about you. And so we're going to Bulgar. No relation to the word burglary. I mean, you can mix up those letters and get burglary or burglar, but don't even pay attention to that. That's not important. Yep. Don't even get to see the the chapter title screen there because. Alrighty, Bulgar. Yep, the big old Bulgar, the place we visit literally once in the entire story. Also, I dig this music. I mean, you'll hear that a lot, but bear with me. And whoa, headband man over here. Jeez. You know, really thinking about it, he's like one of the most pronounced headband users in the entire series. God damn. Anyways, he may or may not be trying to pick up Lynn. Good luck with that one. I get the vibe she's not into it. From Lycia. Yeah, the place where all the most honorable pickup artists are from. So, you know, saying I gotta be honest, don't think your chances are good right now. I'm feeling like you might have to back off. Let's see. Well, I mean, you gotta admire his spirit, his tenacity, his persistence, his vigor, if you will. Excuse me. Hey, it's maybe, potentially, possibly, maybe, mayhaps, another unit we'll be seeing in the future. Red Goldilocks over there. Mayhaps these two characters will be important. Maybe. I'm not saying. Although I kind of just did. So if you can't tell, Blood Armor over there is all astute, stern, and serious to balance out the pussy monster that is Greenie. It's kind of funny though, just seeing how like the verbiage that the guy on the left uses. So proper, but yeah, he's still a horn dog. Oh, they're riding horses, are they? That just makes us even more uncomfortable. Horses are demons as far as I'm concerned, but that's just me. Hey, at least she likes red armor. Who knows? Maybe we got a fast friend on our hands. Yep, you said it. Don't mind me though. I'm a good guy. Oh man, the comic hijinks of Lynn and amorous guy and friend. Ooh, man, this is some Persona 4 line quotage. Yeah. Okay. She's our mission. Jeez. Granted, if you don't know what they're referring to by this point, you might get a little creeped out on that, but you'll see. Alrighty, and run, we're being pursued. That was awfully fucking quick. Yeah, they didn't seem like the type who would literally fucking rape for their pussy, but maybe that's just my character assessment gone wrong. Oh man, look at the fucking lady killer over here. A table for one, am I right? Wow, and then this. Now we're getting formal. It's not even the first date. Yep. Yeah, I'm very intimidated by this lovely lady killer of a face. No, to be honest, you could handle this. Just listen to me. We got this shit on lock. Oh no. Now we gotta use other units. Man. It's like this is a strategy game or something. What is our business? What is your business? And these bandits probably aren't gonna be the local pals and tour guides. Yeah, no shit. Okay, fine, fucking be my guest, dude. I trust you. You clearly have a headband that's an experience. I don't doubt it. Oh, is he speaking to me now? Okay, fine. Kent. His name's Kent. I'm sure they said it earlier, but I don't feel like acknowledging that. And then they're saying, we're going to be using mayhaps one of them, mayhaps both. Probably just one, though. Well, I mean, the tutorial is going to make us use both, but I can guarantee you I'm not using both for the entire playthrough. Let's go. And unfortunately, I'm going to control very little of our moves here, since we're forced to do a lot of shit. So staying here is going to be a good old jab and trying to attack the enemy. Yep. You know, he wants to go first? Fuck it. Yeah. So, I don't even know if it's possible while the tutorial's still going on, but Lynn can die. If she does, your game is just over. You have to restart the chapter. So yeah, I think she can die in this chapter, but you kind of have to be brain dead to let it happen. So, knowing me, it's just a matter of time, really. But anyway, we're going to be using Insane. We're going to learn about some nifty things in this game today. Yeah, I know. Well, you're pointing at it, so I don't have much of a choice here, dude. Ooh, just the Iron Lance. I'm not liking that. But because it's a tutorial, I have to use the Iron Lance, which is going to put us at a disadvantage. But, again, it's scripted. Let's see how it goes. Whoa, it missed! And we got hit. Shock of the century. Shock and awe. In fact, my jaw is on the floor. So yeah. Why aren't we using our sword? Because he doesn't fucking have one, dude. He's got it right, though. Typically with any units that can use more than one type of weapon, you're almost always going to want to have access to that variety of weapons they can use. For instance, Cat Insane can use swords and lances. Lances are helpful, but sometimes you don't always want to use lances. Therefore, having the option to use a sword mighty convenient. It's one of the better advantages that their class has. So, with that in mind, we're going to be making fun of Sane here because he doesn't have a sword. Meanwhile, Kent should have an extra one if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we go, Spirit Blade. Say a lot this segment. It's probably because my voice is a little under the weather. It's not apparent. So I am relying on cheap gimmicks such as vocal affectation. Excuse me. Yes. Yeah, whatever, I get it. You got a big dick. Whatever, Kent. Yep, so here it is. This may seem a little bit weird at first, but you'll learn it like in no time. Most important thing to note is that most of your enemies early on are going to be either axe users or lance users, and even then mostly axe users, so that's going to give Lynn an advantage against the majority of enemies early on. It's only later on where we'll have to start paying attention for that. And there can be ways that this weapon triangle, so to speak, will get reversed and flipped around, but we'll see that in the future. Mayhaps even with Lynn. Okay, I promise it's the last fucking time I say mayhaps. I'm driving myself crazy. Anyway, so let's use Ken's. And let's see this weapon triangle advantage in action. Yes, yeah, okay, you just told me, yeah. So, look at the difference there. If any of you forgot how bad Sane was doing with the lance, look at it now. Kent's hitting for sure and even potentially dodging. I like that. I don't know about you. I like it. So, we're going to be killing this guy eventually, slowly but surely. And then with that, yeah. Kill with Lynn, I know. Okay, once we kill this guy, I think we have to do only one more script detection, then we can speed up this chapter. Anyway, I was saying something I totally forgot, so it's probably nothing important at all, ever. Okay, so we got 4 more enemies, and none of them are even remotely intimidating. Sane's going to insist on being used yet again, and we have to use him again. Except for this time he'll have his sword. However, things may go awry here. I don't know about you, but I see something that could go wrong. Let's just attack and see what happens. Oh man. Ooh. Oh man, Sane, you kooky devil. It's not how you hit enemies. So if you didn't notice, the background was different because this enemy unit is on a 4 square. What that would mean is that he has a terrain advantage, so basically we get on all 4s and he sweeps us out the room because we laugh at our pitiful attempt to attack. For terrain is important to note, at least when you're using mostly ground units. You're going to probably want to pay attention to that. There's different types of terrain. The most common ones you'll see are 4 squares. Later on, we'll see a lot more different ones like mountains, fortresses, even like desert sands, although those are going to be less common. So it's always good to keep in mind what the terrain is. It's not going to like hugely change like a matchup or anything, but it can ever so slightly affect the odds, as Sane has shown us with his fucking ridiculous buffoonery. Yeah, okay, are we done making fun of Sane now? Like, even I have my limits with making fun of a guy. True. Yeah, okay, I just explained this. You pause the video if you want to read this. Blah, 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 blah. So now we're going to be taking advantage of terrain. As with what happened with the weapon triangle, now when we take advantage of it, it'll make the battle look that much easier, more advantageous, whatever. You'll see it in action, basically. So yeah, he still has an advantage, but we have that advantage as well, meaning our defense and avoid go up, and those are both important things to bolster. Yeah, we'll leave him alone for the nights, whatever. Can I finally do things on my own? Oh god darn it. Okay, can I please put you in the 4 square? Yes! That's what I would have done normally. Alrighty, let's get the attention of that other guy and then try to kill him. Can you double? I know you can't double yet, but anytime I see you single attack, I just say, can you double? Yeah. Sane exists, I know. Why would we heal Sane? He's not in any danger. If anything, healing Sane would be a total fucking waste. Oh man, it's gonna make us waste the vulnerary. Fucking Sane. Oh man, you could say he's insane in the membrane. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry. If I could like suck my own dick right now with the level of humor that I'm perpetrating, I would. Anyway, so I guess the script detection lasts a little bit longer than I anticipated. Blah blah blah. We're gonna trade a vulnerability away from Lynn so that Sane can heal, so that way he can be less than close to death. It'll be a fun time for all involved. Let's use. Granted, trading is an important mechanic you should learn, but I just this makes it look painfully slow. Okay, yes, I'm going to. Just because you're making me. Okay, so now Sane's gonna be at full HP. Woohoo! Go Sane. We did it. Okay. You're welcome, dude. Give it up, man. Let's just wait over here, and then finally letting this take control. I think it is. Yes! Finally! Now there's not going to be any more scripted sections, meaning the game will let us finally decide what we want to do. So, from here on out, I'm going to be using Kent and Lynn to wipe out the rest of this chapter. It's not going to be fairly difficult at all. If anything, I would be stunned if it takes me longer than, like, 2 seconds. 1, 2. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be... Well, I say probably. I'm not going to be using Sane, definitely. I like Sane. I even like Sane more than I like Kent. But in this playthrough, I'm going to be using units that... I wouldn't say that I don't normally use, but ones that I use less often than I normally... Like, the ones that I sometimes use, but not all the time. And point being, I'm just using Kent. So, yeah. And Kent's not bad by any means. If you want to compare their builds, which I should probably do, Kent starts up with some decent stats. 6 strength, 6 skill, 7 speed. Doesn't look terribly impressive, but considering this is his first level, or he's at level 1, and his stat growths are lean towards speed and skill, he's not going to be too bad once you level him up. Although, that said, he's not going to be as amazing as Sane would be, in my humble opinion. Sane starts out with a lot more strength, has a little bit less skill, but skill's not a big, it's not super important on at least these types of units who have weapon triangle control, so they can usually use that to mitigate the skill loss. Meanwhile, having a lot of strength early on does wonders, especially in Lynn mode, where if you level up Sane a couple of times, you can start one-hitting things, if you get lucky with level ups at least. And yeah, beyond that, like I said, I usually use Sane, but I'm turning things around here, so let's get this guy to aggro onto Lynn. She's level 2 right now, he's level 1. I'll probably just have Kent kill the boss, that way you can get some experience. Actually, I might even have Kent kill this guy if Lynn can level up before he dies. Let's see. Hey! So she's gonna level up, and I'm cool with it. That's a pretty good level up. Yeah, Lynn getting defense is pretty rare, so I'm gonna cherish every single time she gets it. If I haven't mentioned this yet, or if it hasn't been stated, level ups are randomized based on a percentage. So in this case, technically speaking, you can do a single playthrough where all your character builds are going to be completely different, just because that's how the level ups are randomized. At the same time, you will have certain characters who tend to have certain builds. Like I mentioned earlier, Kent has a preference towards skill and speed. That's because his growths are more, for those stats are higher. So when he levels up, he's more likely to get those. I believe, like, off the top of my head, his speed growth is 50% per level up, so that means he has a 50% chance of leveling up speed every time he levels up. Meanwhile, his strength is only at 40%. So yeah, theoretically you can get a Kent who can have like fucking 50 strength and like 2 speed or whatever. It's just not going to be terribly common, and his average stats are going to lean more towards one way. But enough of that. We're at the end of the chapter, and I've been dilly-dallying too long. So this is Fugu. What kind of name is Fugu? Come on. Hey, I'm cool with it. Usually Kent's going to get more balanced stats early on. Once he gets enough speed, he'll double, and that's when he gets really useful. But in the meantime, he's pretty much just going to be our beat stick for the meanwhile. And beyond that, I mean, there's not really much else to say about this chapter. You just got to kill Fugu, and I'm taking painfully long. Hey, no, there. Okay, and Fugu, you are a dead man. Goodbye forever, you cocky little freak. Yep. So yeah, throughout Lynn mode, we'll be running into a lot more characters than just these two. And I'll try to give basic rundowns of what to expect with them. But for now, with that said, Kent and Sane are going to be joining our team to defend the righteous Lindis. Or as I like to call her, Sword Lady. Enjoy that painted artwork. Oh boy, did you? You found her. Congrats. Your game of I Spy ended up in blood and victory. Lady Madeline, loved her the Nomad, 19 years. Oh, so she is okay, sorry, I'm just thinking out loud now. We're gonna find out in just like 5 seconds who Madeline is. But that 19 number is relevant. So anyway, this Madeline lady was of royalty. She ended up falling in love with a nomad, and her royal family did not approve. So, much like most people who are young in love and foolish, they decided to throw away all their connections and resources and support systems for love. And, well, we'll see how that paid off for her. So if you can't tell, she died. And Lynn's the granddaughter of Madeline, who's 18 years old. Don't fucking run away from home for love, kids. Yep. Lindis is still a weird name. I've run into the name Lynn spelled that way in real life, but never Lindis. I mean, granted, Fire Emblem games tend to take liberties with names and they make up weird shit, but... Oh, Madeline died a few days. Oh. I didn't even really forgot about that. I knew she was dead. But... Anyway, get to the point. Her daughter yet lives, and oh my god, it's Lynn. Lynn is the daughter of Madeline, whose grandfather is currently sick and wants to find her as a remaining family. Yet, who were those guys who were trying to kill Lynn earlier, and why did they know her as Lindis rather than just a random girl? More importantly, it seemed like they were specifically looking for her. I wonder why that is. Who knows? Maybe there's some political power play. Who knows? I certainly do. There is. There is. Also, with regards to dialogue, I'm trying to be somewhat timely about passing it on. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to be reading it. So, I mean, I don't want to just, like, fly through all of it. At the same time, I'm not reading it. I'm not good at character voices, nor do I want to be that kind of person. Even if I was good at character voices, I don't want to be a person who's good at character voices. So, I mean, if you want to read this, you're more than welcome to. You do get valuable information. I'll probably just end up summarizing most of a cutscene when they happen, because I have this game memorized like it's a fucking, like, social studies textbook. Okay, this is actually going on way longer than I thought. I'm not going to be skipping text as I skip text. Yes, okay, so finally. So, Ken and Sane, they're going to be joining our team, like I said 5 minutes ago. They'll be protecting us as we try to find Lynn's grandfather. The "this changes everything" plan, Lynn? Of course, I'd love to get a cell phone. I butchered that one. Whatever. Yes, I want you to decide. Sure. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Well, what can I say? I'm just that nice. So, we did finally get this chapter done with. Still got a few more tutorial chapters left in us. By a few, I mean like 6. Actually, probably more than that. But beyond that, we'll be tackling up the next chapter. Off the top of my head, I do believe it's going to be getting another unit. This time, someone on a horse who flies. Thus, a flying horse. So that's something to look forward to. But with that in mind, thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow or whenever you decide to watch the next part. Have a great night. Suck a dick. I don't know. I'm not good at outros.